Hi everybody, a quick introduction into my Magik Palette Woolly Mason jar die system using Magic carpet dies. This is going to be a lot of fun. For those that already have the first set, which is really the best for learning how to die using color wheel, this is the advanced. So if you have your first set, you will understand how this works very quickly and easily. But we're going to work out of 3 jars, and they're all Magic carpet dies. They're available in Canada and in the US. You order them from Wanda Kerr at wandaworks.ca. And Wanda, as you know, she is a diva of dyeing and has been dyeing for many years, and has a monthly rug hook in the Rug Hooking magazine, has a monthly article on how to do her dyeing. So it's just wonderful. So if we have any questions, we can always go to Wanda for help. That's why I chose the Magic carpet for the second one. So along with these, we're going to be using a gram scale. So instead of the pinch, dash, and smidgen, which you can still use, and I can provide you with the measurements for that, we're going to get you're going to use an inexpensive gram scale. It only makes sense to use a gram scale for our wool dyeing, because dye is sold by weight, and it is used by weight of dye, weight according to the weight of wool. So the ratio of taking that and putting into teaspoons doesn't always work, because some dye comes in denser and twice as heavy. So using a gram scale will alleviate that, and it's really simple. All of your measurements and everything that you need for this set is all included in the cards. On the back it tells you exactly, if you want to make one cup of your solution, you'll put 1.1 gram of the red. Now they're different in different colors, so that I could get the gradation that I like. And of course there's always a little bit of chocolate brown. You can still use your smidgen, or you can just weigh it and do it that way. Whichever way you want to do. It's such a small amount, it won't really matter. And okay, now each card is divided into quadrants or quarters, and this is to simplify the way that we're going to use 3 jars. A primary is 4 parts. That's completely one color. So these when they come back from the printers, will be much nicer than these. These are prototypes. And I've had to put all this tape on myself to try to do the coded system for you to understand. Now any secondary color, and we know what that is on our color wheel, it would be the one number 3, which would be here, would be orange, because it's equal parts of red and equal parts of yellow. So a secondary, think 2, would be 2 parts of each primary. Two primaries, 2 parts of each. And tertiary, the word tertiary means 3 or third, always has 3 parts of one primary and 1 part of another. So if it's going to be red-orange, you'll have 3 parts red and 1 part yellow to give you the orange. If it's going to be yellow-orange, you're going to have 3 parts yellow and 1 part red. It'll be the reversed. Also are all the amounts, these amounts given of how much solution you need to do 1 8 value swatch. So if you just want to do 1 8 value swatch, so that would be 8 pieces, and each piece would be 3 by 18 or 1/32 of a yard, you would make 3 ounces of the solution, and that will give you those 8 swatches. If you wanted to do larger pieces, let's say you're dyeing for a project and you wanted to do a half of yard of each 8, then you're going to need a total of 4 cups to do that, if each piece is 48 by 18. Okay, so you know all this from our prior sets. On the back of these cards are going to be color schemers. And what this is the first thing people say is, what color goes with what? So on the back I've included examples of complementary, which are directly across on the colors on the color wheel, split complementary, which are to each side of its complement, and triadic, which is equal parts, and since this is yellow, of course, this is the 3 primaries, and then analogous, which is any 3 to 5 colors which are side by side on the color wheel clock. We call it our clock, remember, from our first set. So this is how easy this will be. So we're going to look for the colors that you pick, whatever primers you want. In this case, it's our typical color wheel primaries. So this was the red and the yellow, so you take these 3. That will be 4, this will be 5. And then we're going to look for these 2, which is blue and yellow. So those are here. So that'll be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then the next set we need red and blue. So it'll be here. So this will be 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay. So this is your typical color wheel colors right here. So what happens where we want to be a little more exciting, and we're going to change the red. So we're going to take out that red and any piece that has red in it, which would be these 3 and these 3, and supplement it with this one. So now I need to find cards, the card set that has yellow and red violet. So here it is here. So you see it changes in appearance because it's a different red that we're using. And so we also, if we can keep this blue, so if we're going to keep this blue, it's still, you know, uniform with this yellow, we'll need to find the red, violet, and blue pile, which is here. So you can look at the difference in the purples that you get because you're using this blue. Now this is another color wheel. I hope you can see this, and I hope it's recording. So, okay, so we have that. Now let's change the blue. So we're going to take this, anything with this blue on it, out, and use the turquoise. So here's our turquoise, number 9, so I'm trying to put it in the number 9 position. 1 always being red, and then number 5 is always yellow. So we need to use anything that has yellow and turquoise. So we're going to look through our cards and find this set here. You see how already the colors, the greens are brighter, much brighter green than we're used to with the other one. And now in here we're looking for the turquoise and the red violet, so that's this batch. And then that goes there. So again, you have another palette. So what can we do now that's different? Well, we can use this palette. I don't think we've taken out the red. We've done this one. Okay, so let's take out this red and put this red back in. Now when these are on your card, you'll just be able to slide away the ones you don't need and keep your own palette there. So this will show red and turquoise. I think we did do this, but anyway, you'll humor me because I keep looking at the clock. I'm about to go get my daughter. And so then again we go to the original yellow red, which will be here. So there's another palette. That's just how easy it is to have all these colors. And they'll be all on one. And you'll simply just pull out the ones that you need, sort of thing, and do that palette. And when you know, as you work with one palette only, one color scheme, things are really flow in your piece. So it's because they're all made of those colors. Next, when I get back, I will show you how to use the gram scale and just to measure your dye, and all you're going to do with this is make 3 jars. Or if you're going to use you can do 5 jars if you do 2 yellow, 2 blue, or not 2 yellow, 2 red, 2 blue, and 1 yellow.